Hey there ladies and gentleladies, and welcome to your weekly gaming update for the second week of October, where we're going to be covering Ratchet and Clank, more Borderlands, and even more Fallout 4. Ratchet and Clank movie trailer. I played the shit out of these games when they first came out back on the PS2, and damn were they really good games. But looking at the trailer, it's a little bit different than the tone that the games had. The game's tone was slightly serious with some jokes sprinkled here and there, and the game was pretty outstanding in its weapon design and just the things you could do in the game. You could do a lot of jumping around, a lot of boosting, rockets flying, and the guns were pretty erratic. You could throw rockets, you could turn things into sheep, etc, etc. Pretty freaking awesome, and everybody knows that the Rhino was freaking awesome. So, taking a look at the trailer, a lot of these things weren't implicitly mentioned, but they do have a lot of cameos, like of course Captain Quark is a big role in there, Clank and Ratchet are of course in there, but I'm hoping we see some more characters like the Plumber and Big Al, things like that. Some throwbacks to the very first game will be pretty freaking fantastic. The original Ratchet and Clank game is getting a remake, so I'm hoping this movie is kind of a predecessor, precursor, or a nice feel of what we're going to be getting in that game, and I really do hope that the new revamp of the original game is going to be as true to the original as possible, because that first game is fantastic. Nostalgia or not, even if you play it today, it is still a phenomenal game. And we're going to be expecting the Ratchet & Clank movie to be coming out April 29th of 2016 in the United States. Not 100% sure all around the world, but the US of A can expect it on the 29th of April. Next up is another movie rendition of a video game, and that's going to be Borderlands. Fan-freaking-tastic. The producer of this is going to be the same producer that made Iron Man and Spider-Man come to the big screen. So, with those two guys under your belt, we can expect at least something above average for Borderlands, and we all know Borderlands is known for its in-your-face humor, and the dialogue, the characters, the entire world is just so rich and has so much content to be explored in the video games. Hopefully that can be projected on the big screen as well, and although we don't have too much information, we can put our hopes fairly high. And last thing for me this week is going to be Fallout 4's dialogue content. It supposedly has more dialogue than Fallout 3 and Skyrim combined. So, we can expect a ton of quest content and NPC interactions in the game, which is going to be pretty fantastic. A lot of the great things about Fallout 3 and New Vegas was part of the fact that you could talk to a ton of NPCs, learn a lot about them, and that there was a ton of diversity in them as well. So, the fact that this bad boy has all of that and more is phenomenal, especially coupling this with last week's announcement of no hard level cap and no hard ending. We can expect this game to be one hell of an exploration game. And that's going to be it for this week, guys. I know this was a really short, sweet, to-the-point episode, but there really wasn't anything too big that I wanted to point out here. I'm just stoked out for the two movies and the enormous world of Fallout 4. I'll keep on giving you guys updates. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next week.